I remember Gatete Medard, Rwandan genocide. I remember Ahmad Fozi Abo Kashrif, Syrian civil war. I remember Shevket Krasniki, Kosovo war. I remember Muhammad Abdullah Hussein Hadar, Syrian civil war. I remember Barim Batusha, Kosovo war. I remember Vahan Karagyavorian, Armenian genocide. I remember Ahmad Nasser, Syrian civil war. I remember Chan Nyamand Dak, South Sudan civil war. I remember Marie Benoun, Holocaust. I remember Sienche Dormitz, Holocaust. I remember Vik Scherf, Holocaust. I remember Bedros Kebabjian, Armenian genocide. I remember Itek Ornowitz, Holocaust. I remember Ichak Merlazowitz, Holocaust. I remember Muhammad Ali Askar, Syrian civil war. I remember Samusoni Innocent, Rwandan genocide. I remember Gerson Glus, Holocaust. I remember Muhammad Ahmad al-Steti, Syrian civil war. I remember Gittel Gorfin, Holocaust. I remember Sekiraka Habib, Kosovo war. I remember Muwafaq Talab, Syrian civil war. I remember Iyad Fedo, Syrian civil war. I remember Ayman Spey, Syrian civil war. I remember Stefan Solutsky, Armenian genocide. I remember Mehmedovic Salih, Bosnian genocide. I remember Basil Thorosian, Armenian genocide. I remember Alik Nisvad, Bosnian genocide. I remember Mehmedi Falon, Kosovo war. I remember Bedia Arbetblit, Holocaust. I remember Djaku Emine, Kosovo war. I remember Alexander Osherovich, Holocaust. I remember Hassan Suleiman, Darfur genocide. I remember Hanyur Wimfura Celestin, Rwandan genocide. I remember Krikor Yardumian, Armenian genocide. I remember Shaban Gashi, Kosovo war. I remember Suwon Voriach, Cambodian genocide. I remember Leonardo Montesinos, Argentine dirty war. I remember Shaban Krasniki, Kosovo war. I remember Narame Astheri, Rwandan genocide. I remember Emma Berens, Holocaust.
Stanley Almodovar III of the Pulse nightclub shooting. Amanda L. Alvier in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Oscar A. Aracena Montero in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Rodolfo Ayala in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Antonio Davon Brown in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Daryl Roman Burt II in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Angel Candelaro Pedro in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Juan Chavez Martinez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Luis Daniel Condi in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Corey James Cornell in the Pulse nightclub shooting. Tevin Eugene Crosby in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Deonka Deidre Drayton in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Simone Adrian Carrillo Fernandez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Leroy Valentin Fernandez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Mercedes Marisol Flores in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Peter Omi Gonzalez Cruz in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Juan Ramon Guerrero in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Paul Terrell Henry in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Frank Hernandez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Miguel Angel Honorado in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Javier Jorge Reyes in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Jason Benjamin Josaphat in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Eddie Hamodroy Justice in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Anthony Luis Oloriano Disla in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Christopher Andrew Leonin in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Alejandro Barrios Martinez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Brenda Marquez McCool in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Gilberto Silva Menendez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Kimberly Jean Morris in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Akira Monet Murray in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Luis Omar Ocasio Capo in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Geraldo A. Ortez Jimenez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Eric Ivan Ortez Rivera in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Joel Rayon Paniagua in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Jean Carlos Menendez Perez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Enrique L. Rios Jr. in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Jean Carlos Nieves Rodriguez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Xavier Emmanuel Serrano Rosado in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Christopher Joseph Sanfeliz in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Yilmarie Rodriguez Solivan in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Edward Sotomayor Jr. in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Shane Evan Tomlinson in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Martin Benitez Torres in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Jonathan A. Kamui Vega in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Juan Pablo Rivera Velasquez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Luis Sergio Vilma in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Frankie Jimmy De Jesus Velasquez in the Pulse nightclub shooting. I remember Luis Daniel Wilson Leon in the Pulse nightclub shooting. And I remember Gerald Arthur Wright in the Pulse nightclub shooting.
I remember Christy Helalur Raman, perished in the Bangladesh genocide in 1971. I remember Atik Suljo, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 49. I remember Mikhail Stark, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 30. I remember Hajer Mameti, perished in the Kosovo War at the age of 30. I remember Mukarwego Francine, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 30. I remember Fuad Satam al-Katea, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2014. I remember Murengaran Twari Theoneste, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 33. I remember Alik Nair, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 4. I remember Poriani Jian, perished in the Rwandan genocide in 1994. I remember Rin Marder, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 8. I remember Yusuf Mohammed Qadi, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2011. I remember Isa al-Akin, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2012. I remember Azucena Villaflor, perished in the Argentine Dirty War. I remember Koyombia Charles, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 48. I remember Selimovic Yusuf, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 48. I remember Marceau Horowitz, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 6. I remember Mahinovic Melvludin, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 2. I remember Rospiu, perished in the Cambodian genocide. I remember Nyandekwe, perished in the Rwandan genocide in 1994. I remember Kirundi, perished in the Rwandan genocide in 1994. I remember Verk Saha, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 76. I remember Zakaria Rahal, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2013. I remember Hadij Gashi, perished in the Kosovo war at the age of 75. I remember Carolee Schlitzer, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 61. I remember Ali Hassan al-Nayef, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2012. I remember Yosef Goldsher, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 32. I remember Ursabet Beryeni, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 56. I remember Gatsinzi Emmanuel, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 30. I remember Daniel Gross, perished in the Holocaust. I remember Yusik Avdo, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 37. I remember Shlomo Fein, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 59. I remember Mugorewere Leokadi, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 48. I remember Karinamura Damien, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 35.
My name is Joyce Gordon. I'm the director of Jewish Life at Duke, and I read so that I can remember and so that my children can remember that each one of these lives had and still has an incredible value. Golda Abramovitz, the Holocaust. Zlata Adelson, the Holocaust. Fanny Aronson, the Holocaust. Etel Chana Anselowitz, the Holocaust. Hannah Bergen, the Holocaust. Hannah Bergen Gordon, the Holocaust. Tzipi Tsipalkin, the Holocaust. Devora Tzin, the Holocaust. Raisa Dorf, the Holocaust. Cherna Endlin, the Holocaust. Rivka Entis, the Holocaust. Shaitel Erden Gordon, the Holocaust. Sora Leah Falkov, the Holocaust. Rebecca Alta Fehler, the Holocaust. Michla Finn, the Holocaust. Anna Funk, the Holocaust. Levna Gardenene, the Holocaust. Yana Anna Garden Gordon, the Holocaust. Chana Gardomene, the Holocaust. Freda Gardomene, the Holocaust. Clarita Frita Gardomene, the Holocaust. Boris Gardon, the Holocaust. Miras Gardonas, the Holocaust. Liuba Ginsburg, the Holocaust. Reina Glatt, the Holocaust. Reina Glatt Glott, the Holocaust. Esther Goldsteinis, the Holocaust. Rivka Gordon, the Holocaust. Hialeah Gordon, the Holocaust. Mordinas Gordanas, the Holocaust. Leba Gordanas, the Holocaust. Liza Gordonite, the Holocaust. Aja Asha Gordon, the Holocaust. Etaliba Gordon, the Holocaust. Aryeh Lieb Gordon, the Holocaust. Yosef Gordon, the Holocaust. Liba Mera Gordon, the Holocaust. Betzalel Gordon, the Holocaust. Pesia Gordon, the Holocaust. Guta Gordon, the Holocaust. Bluma Gordon, the Holocaust. Nechama Gordon, the Holocaust. Yosef Gordon, the Holocaust. Sarah Gordon, the Holocaust. Moisha Misha Gordon, the Holocaust. Sonia Sarah Gordon, the Holocaust. Golda Gordon, the Holocaust. Moisey Gordon, the Holocaust. Raphael Gordon, the Holocaust. Reza Gordon, the Holocaust. Chaim Gordon, the Holocaust. Abram Gordon, the Holocaust. Berta Gordon, the Holocaust. Bella Gordon, the Holocaust. Dawn Gordon, the Holocaust. Natan Gordon, the Holocaust. Ilya Gordon, the Holocaust. Reuven Ganach Gordon, the Holocaust. Henia Gordon, the Holocaust. Aharon David Gordon, the Holocaust. Batya Dvorah Gordon, the Holocaust. Isaac Gordon, the Holocaust. Hananel Gordon, the Holocaust. Eliyahu Gordon, the Holocaust. Hadassah Gordon, the Holocaust. Alta Gordon, the Holocaust. Rachmiel Gordon.
I remember Karapet Markosyan Armenian genocide. I remember Buhunieri Zabahayo Fils Rwandan genocide. I remember Arisdages Gabrielian Armenian genocide. I remember Liba Majid Holocaust. I remember Menachem Becker Holocaust. I remember Ramik Abdullah Bosnian genocide. I remember Dalik Khadija Bosnian genocide. I remember Maria Elida Morales Me Argentine Dirty War. I remember Yosef Zalkeberg Holocaust. I remember Raman Nedrakaj Kosovo War. I remember Palalik Yusuf Bosnian genocide. I remember Ibrahim Haksa Kosovo War. I remember Murakatete Marie Goret Rwandan genocide. I remember Sidra Jazba Syrian civil war. I remember Sibomana Karigie Rwandan genocide. I remember Talal Abd al-Mawla al-Awad Syrian civil war. I remember Maria I. Miniscardi Argentine dirty war. I remember Havsep Maksudian Armenian genocide. I remember Shaka J. Bosco Rwandan genocide. I remember Mohammed Arab Syrian civil war. I remember Mateos Yoksizuyan Armenian genocide. I remember Hes Gervich Holocaust. I remember Albion Komnova Kosovo war. I remember Jafer Kambiri Kosovo war. I remember Basirovic Mavludin Bosnian genocide. I remember Karamira Gaspard Rwandan genocide. I remember Betia Dement Holocaust. I remember Rebecca Schwartz Holocaust. I remember Hector Hugo Fernandez Baños Argentine dirty war. I remember Omar Khalil al-Shami Syrian civil war. I remember Mugoranejo Judith Rwandan genocide. I remember Alberto Caesar Entebbe Argentine dirty war. I remember Zvonko Marinkovic Kosovo war. I remember Nydia Beatriz Munoz Argentine Dirty War. I remember Malak Mohammed Ayub, Syrian Civil War. I remember Joshua Terenfeld, Holocaust. I remember Malajik Hajrudin, Bosnian genocide. I remember Sayed Ali Haswi, Syrian Civil War. I remember Ahmad Minla, Syrian Civil War. I remember Gaji Kazian, Armenian genocide. I remember Abdurrahman Hindawi, Syrian Civil War. I remember Ahmad Ibrahim Cesar, Syrian Civil War. I remember Dizdarevic Mamedaliha, Bosnian genocide. I remember Zamik Ramo, Bosnian genocide. I remember Shefki Binaj, Kosovo War. I remember Kabilovic Ramo, Bosnian genocide. I remember Haim Abraham, Holocaust. I remember Obuti Awang Padiet, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Benze Shivimmer, Holocaust. I remember Nani Ikovitz, Holocaust. I remember Munyadekwe Afisa, Rwandan genocide. I remember Mohammed Rateb Daoud, Syrian Civil War. I remember Sif Sinaj, Kosovo War. I remember Maritz Asen, Holocaust. I remember Gasphan D. Koang, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Adamovic Avdo, Bosnian genocide. I remember Altin Sekiri, Kosovo War. I remember Hasanovic Ahmet, Bosnian genocide. I remember Yosef Stein, Holocaust. I remember Alexander Content, Holocaust. I remember Fazil Istrefi, Kosovo War. I remember Dor Neodong, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Bol Gatwich Tut, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Raya Pogrebinskaya, Holocaust. I remember Mohammed Haj Abdu, Syrian Civil War. I remember Yosef Warnsburg, Holocaust. I remember Selena Walvis, Holocaust. I remember Tome Kakoli, Kosovo War. I remember Kagwayire Judith, Rwandan genocide. I remember Heng Tai Meng, Cambodian genocide. I remember Gilia Finkelstein, Holocaust. I remember Jonas Rokoli, Kosovo War. I remember Wat Aguto, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Jetsi Rudik, Holocaust. I remember Rahama, Rwandan genocide. I remember Boghos Kevorkian, Armenian genocide. I remember Khadija Ali Al-Mandil, Syrian Civil War. I remember Uwu Batatu, Lawrence, Rwandan genocide. I remember Muhammad Hani Mad Allah Abu Nabut, Syrian Civil War. I remember Oak Folly, Cambodian genocide. I remember Ahmad Qadir al-Fadel, Syrian Civil War. I remember Naga Wehe Lumitile, Rwandan genocide. I remember Xenia Pogelin, Holocaust. I remember Cornelius der Gorigian, Armenian genocide. Miriam Bainiki, Holocaust. Isa Difala Adam, Darfur genocide. Abdul Qadir Abdulaziz al-Muhammad, Syrian Civil War. Meme Kayumire Dansil, Rwandan genocide.
I remember Abdulbari Yunus al-Hassan, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Dajjad Asukian, Armenian genocide. I remember Menmodevich Husa, Bosnian genocide. I remember Mukarakaka Seposi, the Rwandan genocide. I remember Ajim Ramadani, Kosovo War. I remember Sahag Medoyan, the Armenian genocide. I remember Israel Siltil, the Holocaust. I remember Smiljevic Nezjbib, the Bosnian genocide. I remember Jatishi Shipend, Kosovo War. I remember Morez Gudglas, the Holocaust. I remember Nihjura Athansi, the Rwandan genocide. I remember Estera Kalman, the Holocaust. I remember Frida Rhesus, the Holocaust. I remember Yosef Berman, the Holocaust. I remember Sabajin Glogjani, Kosovo War. I remember Krusel Weberman, the Holocaust. I remember Hamdi Krasniki, Kosovo War. I remember Ejdel Perlmutter, the Holocaust. I remember Hendel Gottlieb, the Holocaust. I remember Kurim Veliki, Kosovo War. I remember Santiago Alejandro Sanchez Viamonte, Argentine Dirty War. I remember Faik Brahaj, the Kosovo War. I remember Mohammed Jalut, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Jusopovic Ramo, the Bosnian genocide. I remember Yusuf Mohammed Wawi, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Sylvia E. Bensenor, Argentine Dirty War. I remember Mahmoud Mohammed Deeb Majalwi, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Ano Bessie Tuck, East Timor genocide. I remember Benaviste Esekanzi, the Holocaust. I remember Moji Weiss, the Holocaust. I remember Mishkena Grishpan, the Holocaust. I remember Salah Mukoli, the Kosovo War. I remember Atala Kador al-Taraf, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Smajil Krukwi, Kosovo War. I remember Ali Salah Mosa Sakar al-Khamsi, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Allah Muhammad al-Hafez Kiti, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Ahol Pei Mahar, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Abd al-Rahman Sumail Ismail, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Majak Bathjak, South Sudan Civil War. I remember Adnan Farouk Bajbuj, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Muhammad Adib Hagami, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Sebasoni Afrodis, the Rwandan genocide. I remember Nicole Prejak, the Kosovo War. I remember 10 unidentified people in the Syrian Civil War. I remember fetus of Fahad Subihi's wife, Syrian Civil War. I remember Tukovic Mujo, the Bosnian genocide. I remember Dora Uyghur, the Holocaust. I remember Francisco Silva Binagara, the East Timor genocide. I remember Noura Ali al-Saqqa, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Hassanovic Kemal, the Bosnian genocide. I remember Ahmad Mohammed Kabsa, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Ola Barmi, the Holocaust. I remember Marko Roglicic, the Kosovo War. I remember Yiha Swini, the Syrian Civil War. I remember Omarvorik Siad, Bosnian genocide. I remember Moishi Jakobovic, the Holocaust. I remember Arturo Maschietono, the Argentine Dirty War. I remember Ahmad Mohammed al-Amyan, the Syrian Civil War.
I remember Emma Weiss, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Borik Ibrisim, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Papkin Dermeridosian, who perished in the Armenian genocide. I remember Bajram Amitaj, who perished in the Kosovo War. I remember Giya Bitar, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Leo Lachman, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Adolfo Margutti, who perished in the Argentine Dirty War. I remember Judith Sentkin, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Hamdij Halil, who perished in the Kosovo War. I remember Samir Migrabel, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Bekrovrik Ismet, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Gatoki Konang Kual, who perished in South Sudan Civil War. I remember Georgi Silberman, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Sejmonovic Saban, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Akhmatovic Selman, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Ahmad Tahani al-Jahasi, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Abu Nadar al-Ansari, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Guy Mahar Bengogag, who perished in the South Sudan Civil War. I remember Paula Vogel, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Bienvendi Salom, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Karinda Loretti, who perished in the Rwandan genocide. I remember Hajderovic Nazir, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Malika Zarabetsky, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Sibomana Mutamangando, who perished in the Rwandan genocide. I remember Busra Muhammad Abdul Salam, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Munzir Zabadi, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Sarah Khatsi, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Najwa Turkmani, who perished in the Syrian Civil War. I remember Aviki Folds, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember So Phan, who perished in the Cambodian genocide. I remember Selimovic Hazem, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Janos Weiss, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Elisa Arav, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Mughagiri, who perished in the Rwandan genocide. I remember Abu Nazer al-Banyasi, who perished in the Syrian civil war. I remember Leith Cole Liam, who perished in the South Sudan civil war. I remember Othman al-Bakwai, who perished in the Syrian civil war. I remember Faik Hassan Alawi, who perished in the Syrian civil war. I remember Hani Khalil al-Omar, who perished in the Syrian civil war. I remember Vachatovic Mujo, who perished in the Bosnian genocide. I remember Joseph Marina, who perished in the Kosovo War. I remember Lebush Rosenbaum, who perished in the Holocaust. I remember Haksi Ahmadej, who perished in the Kosovo War. I remember Zivko Kostic, who perished in the Kosovo War. I remember Madut Thor Kwan, who perished in the South Sudan Civil War. I remember Vranovina Edhem, who perished in the Bosnian genocide.
I remember Jihad Abid, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2014. I remember Osmanovic Medin, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 15. I remember Gorian Markarian, perished in the Armenian genocide. I remember Mohamed Matar Hussein al-Abid, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2013. I remember Muka Mazimpaka, perished in the Rwandan genocide in 1994. I remember Mosh Weisberger, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 44. I remember Junaid Family 1, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2014. I remember Zila Vinner, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 4. I remember Supiye Kodari, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2015. I remember Abu al-Qasim al-Hamwi, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2014. I remember Mehidmovic Zemail, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 59. I remember Daniela Filipovic, perished in the Kosovo War at the age of 21. I remember Julio Gutierrez, perished in the East Timor genocide at the age of 50. I remember Femi Husgash, perished in the Kosovo War at the age of 18. I remember Fajwel Tain, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 74. I remember Nasser Mohsen al-Mohammed, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2013. I remember Kazim Yalpatinka, perished in the Kosovo War at the age of 49. I remember Basil Dirani, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2012. I remember Erzsébet Vinik, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 10. I remember Hiba Ahmad Junaidi, perished in the Syrian civil war in 2015. I remember Muskik Mujo, perished in the Bosnian genocide at the age of 40. I remember Gashumba Apollinieri, perished in the Rwandan genocide in 1994. I remember Juan Carlos Jordan Versellone, perished in the Argentine Dirty War. I remember Leon Cadron, perished in the Holocaust at the age of 44. I remember Farad Daka, perished in the Kosovo War at the age of 57. I remember Francois, perished in the Rwandan genocide at the age of 28. I remember Jorge Luis Francesio, perished in the Argentine Dirty War. I remember Yasser Kitaish, perished in the Syrian Civil War in 2015. I remember Hanan Nassif al-Shaban, perished in the Syrian Civil War in 2014.
I remember Alexander Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Alla Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Anna Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Aneta Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Arik Golubetsky, the Holocaust. I remember Arik Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Basia Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Benzion Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Beta Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Boris Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember David Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Eleonora Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Esfir Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Evel Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Faina Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Fanya Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Felix Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Frida Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Gersh Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Grigory Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Ilya Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Chaim Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Chana Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Kasya Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Chava Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Chaya Rasya Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Klara Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Lazer Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Leo Golubetsky, the Holocaust. I remember Lila Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Liza Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Lyubov Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Maya Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Mira Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Michal Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Nina Viktorova, the Holocaust. I remember Nochim Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Osher Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Perlia Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Peta Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Riza Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Rachel Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Revka Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Rina Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Rosa Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Sanin Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Semyon Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Shendla Golubitskaya Dolnik. I remember Shlyoma Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Shmerkul Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Sofia Golubitskaya, the the Holocaust. I remember Sioma Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remembered Celia Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Vera Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Yefim Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Yekaterina Golubitskaya, the Holocaust. I remember Yudka Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Zalman Golubitsky, the Holocaust. I remember Chava An, the Holocaust. I remember Aranova Jikoya, the Holocaust. I remember Lev Ab, the Holocaust. I remember Sandor Abba, the Holocaust. I remember Maria Ababka, the Holocaust. I remember Luisa Ababerko, the Holocaust. I remember Yeva Abalovic, the Holocaust. I remember Boris Abalovic, the Holocaust. I remember Sarah Abalovic, the Holocaust. I remember Abram Abamovic, the Holocaust. I remember Nikolay Abanin, the Holocaust. I remember Albert Albanin, the Holocaust. I remember Lydia Abanina, the Holocaust. I remember Michalia Abanina, the Holocaust. I remember Misha Abanovic, the Holocaust.
Mein Name ist Jill Jones und ich lese für und ich erinnere mich immer an meine Urgroßeltern Walter und Ella Jacobson und meine Alteltern Jenny und Albert Katzenstein, die alle im Holocaust ums Leben kamen. Aber heute lese ich für die Kinder. My name is Jill Jones and I always remember and I read for my great-grandparents, Walter and Ella Jacobson, and my great-great-grandparents, Albert and Jenny Katzenstein, who all perished in the Holocaust. But today I'm reading for the children. Every name I read belonged to a child who perished in the Holocaust. I will read their age at death and their place of death. I will read for 10 minutes. Same minute. I remember Odetta Abulafia, age 8, Auschwitz. I remember Rose Abulafia, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Yevdo Abramov, age 1, Russia. I remember Lyova Abramovich, age 4, Ukraine. I remember Peso Abramovich, age 8, Ukraine. I remember Peso Abramovich, age 7, Ukraine. I remember Boris Abramovich, age 17, Estonia. I remember Simon Abramovich, age 10, Auschwitz. I remember Emma Abramson, age 10, Belarusia. I remember Ludmila Abramson, age 7, Belarusia. I remember Maria Abramson, age 4, Belarusia. I remember Sheindel Abukovsky, age 8, Lodz. I remember Benjamin Adelson, age 11, Poland. I remember Otto Adler, age 6, Auschwitz. I remember Andrei Adler, age 11, Auschwitz. I remember Yeno Adler, age 4, Auschwitz. I remember Laszlo Adler, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Mariana Adler, age 10, Auschwitz. I remember Otto Adler, age 6, Auschwitz. I remember Wolf Adler, age 17, Auschwitz. I remember Itzhak Acharonowitz, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Raketa Alaluf, age 7, Auschwitz. I remember Moses Alba, age 12, Volnia. I remember Moses Alba, age 12, Volnia. I remember Donald Rovich, age 6, Auschwitz. I remember Luba Altarkovsky, age 7, Ukraine. I remember Syoma Altarkovsky, age 4, Ukraine. I remember Aniko Altman, age 11, Auschwitz. I remember Anshel Altman, age 2, Treblinka. I remember Baila Altman, age 2, Treblinka. I remember Ephraim Altman, age 5, Treblinka. I remember Yakov Altman, age 16, Poland. I remember Malka Altman, age 10, Treblinka. I remember Shmuel Altman, age 16, Treblinka. I remember Shrulek Altman, age 14, Treblinka. I remember Tibor Altman, age 13, Auschwitz. I remember Hans Ament, age 10, Auschwitz. I remember Yom Tov Angel, age 16, place of death unknown. I remember Nayli Okter, age 11, Latvia. I remember Betsha Arbitman, age 17, Ukraine. I remember Riva Arbitman, age 17, Ukraine. I remember Kane Arensberg, age 15, Latvia. I remember Hanna Arensberg, age 15, Latvia. I remember Gunter Oron, age 6, Auschwitz. I remember Ilona Aron, age 11, Auschwitz. I remember Hans Aron, age 11, Auschwitz. I remember Agnes Aronovich, age 8, Auschwitz. I remember Albert Aronovich, age 10, Auschwitz. I remember Clement Aronovich, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Helena Aronovich, age 15, Auschwitz. I remember Kalman Aronovich, age 13, Auschwitz. I remember Ninetta Arhus, age 14, Auschwitz. I remember Ninetta Arhus, age 14, Auschwitz. I remember Vova Os, age 7, Belarusia, Minsk. I remember Eliezer Asher, age 8, Poland. I remember Itela Osner, age 10, Poland. I remember Solomon Atislander, age 8, Auschwitz. I remember Ersebat Auschwitz, age 7, Poland. I remember David Auslander, age 10, Matianek. I remember Hermann Auslander, age 12, Matianek. I remember Mendel Auslander, age 17, Auschwitz. I remember Raquel Auslander, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Adit Auspitz, age 9, Poland. I remember Noemi Austerlitz, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Esther Averbuk, age 17, Romania. I remember Mania Averbuk, age 13, Ukraine. I remember Nora Bog, age 5, Latvia. I remember Frida Vine, age 5, Madianik. I remember Menachem Bakhon, age 15, Auschwitz. I remember Eva Balan, age 6, Auschwitz. I remember Peter Balan, age 13, Auschwitz. I remember Leitzer Balsam, age 13, Chelmno. I remember Dora Bank, age 7, Belarus. I remember Sophia Bank. I remember Sophia Bank, age 1, Belarus. I remember Galina Bankin, age 17, Russia. I remember Judith Bardos, age 8, Auschwitz. I remember Vera Bardos, age 15, Auschwitz. I remember Oshi Bart, age 8, Auschwitz. I remember Bronia Baum, age 11, Treblinka. I remember Raphael Baum, age 7, Treblinka. I remember Zahra Baum, age 16, Treblinka. I remember Marika Beck, age 10, Auschwitz. I remember Ursula Becker, age 17, Germany. I remember Carla Berman, age 8, Auschwitz. I remember Rosalie Berman, age 4, Auschwitz. I remember Esther Baker, age 14, Poland, Volnia. I remember Yehoshua Baker, age 16, Volnia. I remember Grigory Benenson, age 8, Belarusia, Minsk. I remember Laiba Benenson, age 2, Belarusia. I remember Nina Benenson, age 12, Belarusia. I remember Paisia Benenson, age 15, Belarusia. I remember Miriam Bennett, age 6, Auschwitz. I remember Rusia Bennett, age 12, Treblinka. I remember Anusha Berdichevsky, age 7, Ukraine. I remember Boris Berenstein, age 17, Ukraine. I remember Feiga Berenstein, age 15, Volnia. I remember Sonia Bergelson, age 1, Ukraine. I remember Barela Berger, age 5, Auschwitz. I remember Edith Berger, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Ava Berger, age 9, Ukraine. I remember Clara Berger, age 17, Ukraine. I remember Clara Berger, age 14, Auschwitz. I remember Misha Berger, age 11, Ukraine. I remember Misha Berger, age 4, Ukraine. I remember Shulam Berger, age 3, Auschwitz. I remember Itzia Bergi, age 6, Ukraine. I remember Abraham Berkan, age 10, Auschwitz. I remember Mose Berkan, age 4, Auschwitz. I remember Rodza Berkovich, age 12, Ukraine. I remember Esther Berkovitz, age 16, Auschwitz. I remember Primat Berkovitz, age 12, Auschwitz. I remember Yenta Berkovitz, age 13, Auschwitz. I remember Miriam Berkovitz, age 1, Czechoslovakia.
I'm Jordan Byers. I work in housing and residence life at Duke. I am from Virginia, and I will be reading the names of those lives lost in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Ross A. Almadine in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Christopher James Bishop in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Brian R. Bloom in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Ryan Christopher Clark in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Austin Michelle Cloyd in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Jocelyn Couture Nowak in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Kevin P. Granada in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Matthew Gregory Gwaltney in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Caitlin Miller Hammerin in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Jeremy Michael Herbstritt in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Rachel Elizabeth Hill in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Emily Jane Hilscher in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Jarrett Lee Lane in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Matthew Joseph Laporte in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Henry J. Lee in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Liviu Librescu in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember G. V. Loganathan in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Partsahai Mamora Halamon Lumbantorion in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Lauren Ashley McCain in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Daniel Patrick O'Neill in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Juan Ramon Ortez in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Minal Hiralal Panchal in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Daniel Alejandro Perez Cueva in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Aaron Nicole Peterson in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Michael Stephen Pole Jr. in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Julia Kathleen Pride in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Mary Karen Reed in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Rima Joseph Samaha in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Waleed Mohammed Shalon in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Leslie Geraldine Sherman in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Maxine Shelley Turner in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech. I remember Nicole Regina White in the mass shootings at Virginia Tech.